It would seem that the people at KZ Acoustics have been very busy off late, because this is another new set of earphones that they've launched that's slightly different, and I really do like it because of the way it has been designed. This, of course, is the KZ Duet, and I think it's quite exciting. Thank you to the folk at Knowledge Zenith for making this review possible by sending me this demo unit. All thoughts and opinions are my own. So let's quickly jump into how this is built and its unboxing. The unboxing of these earphones is fairly simple. You do get the earphones in the box that have their own cable that's attached to it. It is not a separate cable, and it does have two different kinds of ear tips despite being an open style type of earphone. One is like a grip sleeve, which leaves these to be an open style, and the other is a grip sleeve plus it gives a seal as if it were a sealed set of earphones. And I must say that this does give a terrific amount of isolation as well. So if you do want to cut out the noise around you passively, this is a very good way to do it. And then moving on to the earphones themselves, where it's pretty cool looking. The stem by itself does have a metal finish, and if you look at the housing, this one does have a see-through like finish, but you also do get a ceramic like finish as well, which is pretty cool. I really do like the design of this. It's very comfortable to wear. It's definitely, I think, a good sort of mix up of having a open style with a closed option. So I think a lot of people are going to really like the overall concept of this. And even comfort wise, whether using these grip ear sleeves or not, these are pretty comfortable to wear even over prolonged listening sessions. Now this will suit a lot of people for both sort of preferences, because you do have the option of open style as well as using the seal. So I think it's a very cool concept. And what I really like about this design is that you can look into the cavity. I think the ceramic one doesn't let you look into it. So you can see the inner workings, you can see the wires and the drivers, which is pretty cool. In fact, I think you can very clearly see two different drivers on the inside. I don't think I'll be able to capture this on my camera, but I can see these while I record this voiceover. And then moving on, when it comes to the cable, it is a neat cable. I like that it's not fabric, so that it's not microphonic. When this does rub against my shirt or collar, it does not carry over any vibration sounds over to the earphones, which is cool. If it were fabric, it would have done that. But what's really cool about this is that it's got a new microphone that I'm seeing for the first time. It does appear to have two different microphones. I think they have addressed the sensitivity levels on this. And thanks to having two mics, it's supposed to be able to pick up your voice much clearer. So this will benefit the person who wants to take any phone calls or play with their gaming buddies. So if you do want to know how this is going to sound for gaming or on phone calls, here's a quick demo to show you how this performs. So I'm talking to you right now through the microphone in my phone at the moment. So this is generally how most voices will sound carried over if you're speaking from your phone, in particular for phone calls or for games and so on. So what I've done is I've connected the Duet to the Audiocular D07. This is a little DAC amp that has a microphone pass through. So I'm going to plug it into my phone just so you can see the difference between that mic and this mic in particular. So I'm going to plug it in right about now. And recording audio through headset. So it should have handed over to this microphone, which is down here. Now I've noticed that most microphones that come with IEMs usually sound a bit clearer when I pull them up to my mouth. So right now it is a good distance away. So you are sitting in the review seat right now. You are the best judge to see whether or not this is significantly better compared to my phone. And of course, if I pull it up to my mouth, does it sort of reacclimate or does it do anything? Now it does have two mics on either side. I believe from what I've read, this does have condenser microphones, which is pretty cool. So the sensitivity should be that much better, and my voice should carry on over much clearer to you, and in your situation, carry over better to your recipients or your gaming friends. So I do hope that this quick little demo has given you a better understanding for the Duet's microphone, and I'll see you in the chapter about sound. This comes with 10mm and 8mm dynamic drivers in each earphone. It has a frequency response of 20 Hz all the way up to 40,000 Hz and has a very easy to drive low resistance of just 25 ohms. Now I have been driving this with a Rose's Elsa RZ550, which is a very powerful DAC amp, and when I've listened through this, I've not really found the need to go past 25 or 30%. But having said that, it is fun to listen to at about 30 to 35%, where it's much fuller sounding. Now, I would not recommend going past maybe 40-45% volume, even if you've got a slightly lower powered DAC amp, because these earphones can get pretty loud. Now, no doubt, if you're in an open space, if you're using the open style sort of earphone without the seal, you will need to boost it a little bit more because of energy leakage, sound leakage. But I leave that entirely up to you. But remember to protect your hearing in the long run. So anyway, moving on from the volume to the soundstage. Now, this is actually where I was a bit surprised. I wasn't expecting this to perform very well when it comes to its overall expanse. But it's surprisingly good because there's a lot of tones I found coming from further away from you. KZ does like to say that this is catered towards the high fidelity kind of music for the audiophile as well as for gamers. So I was a bit skeptical to begin with because of the price that this is being launched at, but I did plug this into my Steam Deck to play a little bit, and I decided to play Ride 5, and there have been times when I'm riding and trying to overtake certain bikes, and then we start swapping paint because I get too close to other bikes and sort of graze up against them. And that the sound of that, rubbing against another bike sounds almost like it's not here. It's coming from in front of me. So, while I'm playing the Steam Deck, it's almost like, I did think for a second, there's something else happening in the room because it does sound like it's coming from outside of these earphones, outside of the usual bubble in your head. So soundstage wise, I think they've done a pretty good job, especially for gaming. This, however, is not so noticeable with music. Because music is mixed very differently. So it's definitely not as tight as some earphones are. It does have a nice wide expanse, and it definitely does have a slight vertical stage, but this also does depend a lot on the music, the mastering, the mix, the recording that you're listening to. But yeah, on a stage front, I'd say it's pretty good for the price this is sitting in. And then coming to its imaging, it's not the best I've heard, to be very honest with you. I mean, you can zone into a lot of the sparkles very well. The shimmers are pretty well detailed, but I think it tends to get a little sort of lost in the mid-range, and I think that's in part because of how the mid-range is tuned. But having said that, it's a very good performer for what it is. The fact that it's able to do open style and a sealed style, its imaging is pretty good. If you are a hardcore audiophile, this is not going to give you the detailed retrieval that you're used to. Whereas if you're just getting into the hobby at this price range, I think it's a very good performer. And then moving on to its highs, mids, and lows. Well, highs, mids, and lows are an interesting sort of layout. In fact, I don't usually like to refer to some graphs, but I'll throw the graph up here so you can see that. Now, originally when I did hear this, it didn't sound very bass enthusiastic, which I was a bit surprised about. But then that is more so when you are listening to it without the sealed ear tip. When it's an open style set of earphones, there is energy loss, there is some sound leakage. So that's a big reason I think why they've boosted the low frequencies as much as they have. Now the thing is, when you put those ear tips on, the sealed ear tips, it's pretty evident that the low frequencies are boosted quite a lot. And I'm talking about whether you're watching movies or whether you're watching playing a game, anything like that, the low frequencies are huge. In fact, I realized this when I put on the sealed ear tips and I was watching an episode of Foundation, and there was a crazy action scene going on, and it really did surprise me with the extension it has in the lower frequencies. So it's definitely pretty good over there. The higher frequencies also do have a lot of elevation there, but they don't peak to an extent where they are fatiguing or harsh. It has been tuned pretty tastefully. It is definitely very well done in the higher frequencies. But where I do have a bit of a gripe with these earphones, and I'm really nitpicking here, the mid frequencies in particular do sound a little thick. They do sound a little heavy. It's definitely not as fast sounding as the high frequencies. And it's almost like it's trying to push itself through a custard instead of through air. It is slightly bogged down, I suppose, because of the tuning. Or I don't know if one driver is covering the other, and because of that there is some sort of veil that is making it sound the way it is. But at the same time, it does manage to push out male vocals well rounded enough. Female vocals, on the other hand, I think don't come through as full sounding as I would have liked for music. But then again, the fact that you're getting this, a multi-option way of using these earphones with open or sealed is absolutely spectacular. But yeah, all in all, I'd say for gaming and for casual audio listening, I think it's great. Even if you like hi-fi stuff, it's a good fun listen. But when it comes to gaming, it is definitely loads of fun, you know. So anyway, quickly to sum up, I think on a build front, this is a very smart looking set of earphones. In fact, if you don't like the see-through option, you do have the option of getting the ceramic finish, which is pretty cool. If you have not seen my call demo to show you how the mic performs, head on over to that chapter. This is the first time I've tested it, so I myself don't know at this point of shooting this video how good or bad it sounds, so you guys can decide for yourself. Now, one thing to keep in mind is this is the 3.5 option, the termination. It does come with a USB-C variant you can get, and I think you have 4 different tunings you can choose from. So if you are just getting into the audiophile hobby, this is the way to do it, because you have 4 different tunings you can sort of alter between, so you can get to know what kind of sound you like, what kind of sound you want, and you know, it'll take you further that much more in the audiophile hobby. And then moving on to the price, well, it has been just launched. So if you are planning on picking this up, I think it does go for a pretty good price. In fact, if I'm not mistaken, it's going for anywhere between about $28 to about $30 US. So you can, of course, check it out. I will leave all the links down below for you to check this out. I think it's a very nice set of earphones. It's a cool concept, because I think a lot of people are getting very obsessed with the whole in-ear monitor. In fact, this is a nice refresh for me, because I've been reviewing a whole bunch of wireless earphones and IEMs. So it's nice that KZ is bringing this back, you know, because I've not seen or tested earphones like this in a very long time. So anyway, that's my review on the KZ Duet, and I do hope that this video has given you a better understanding for these earphones, and I do hope that it'll help you make some sort of purchase decision. If you would like to help support the channel, I'm sure you know exactly how to, but of course, thank you for tuning in for some sound advice.